What's going on, everyone? Black Smoke Customs back. Got a little project here I started over the weekend. Today's Memorial Day. I hope everyone's having a great Memorial Day. But this truck was originally the Mack dump was on this truck here. And I wanted to do something a little different. So I had this Lone Star day cab and kind of wanted to change it up a little bit and do something a little different. So this is a build I'm working on at the moment. It still has a lot left to finish up on it. It's kind of like a lot of my project in the mock-up stages, but problem I had was when I cut this was a Peterbilt frame, what this was originally on these dump trucks, and I had a problem with when the bed come down. It wasn't, the Lone Star cab was taller than the relief on the front part of the dump on the truck, and so I had to move it back some. So I come up with this little ordeal of this hydraulic tank I've machined and polished out. I've still got to put the ports on it for the fill on it, and reconfigured all the axle configuration on it. Moved a lot of the axles around and swapped some stuff up, just kind of give it a different look. I've still got to put, I think I'm going to make some little toolboxes to go here, but I've got to do some work still where the hydraulic tank fits and everything. But I put a set of floats on it, just try to make it something different than what you would see, you know, stock from DCP. So everything on it is all factory stuff other than the hydraulic tank, and stretching it, had to put it back together and everything. So the whole point of the video is to show you what is left, how you can fix something up. So this is this. It'll eventually get finished here pretty quick. Like I said, I just got to do some work on the bracket here, which holds the hydraulic tank, paint everything. And if I decide to put toolboxes on there, I still got to put the fuel tanks back up underneath the fairings there, or the skirts on the truck. But the whole reason of this is I had this, and this was all that was left of the truck. Well, I did a job for Eric at Rockin' H. I painted a truck for him. He had some issues with it, and he offered me some parts in exchange instead of money, and I was fine with that. So I got one of his grain beds, and I got two of these and a couple other little things just for swapping out for doing the truck for him. And I thought, you know, that would be cool to, well, let me back up. So I was going to make this cab over into a grain truck, which it still may happen. It needs a lot of parts still. I mean, this was the way I got it when I got the truck. It was kind of a parts truck, but it's missing all the handles, the lights, bumper, the steering front end's gone. So this would probably get a straight axle conversion. I may day cab this truck and make it short. The horn holes up on top's got to be filled, and the hole for the exhaust. And I mean, it was too far for what I was wanting to do. And so I looked at the Peterbilt and I was like, well, that's cool. That would probably make a pretty cool grain truck. So I got to digging around in my parts bin, and this just shows how quick something can go together once you start. This happens very, very quickly. This is a rear end off of another truck I had. I don't know what brand it was because the deck plate was a all metal deck plate, or not deck plate, the fifth wheel was all metal. And I don't think it was a DCP. I think it was more of probably a spec cast, first gear or something. I don't know. But the thing, well, let me back that up because that's incorrect also. It was a DCP because it had DCP wheels on it. And I pulled the DCP wheels off and changed them for a set of K100 wheels. And I did this because the dump truck wheels have small holes also. So I got to messing around, and I'll show you how this goes together. It goes pretty quickly. I wanted to shoot this before I started putting everything together, kind of show you how quick something can go together. This is what you call kit bashing or whatever. Just took some brass and did some grinding to fit my brass in. Now, if you notice, I don't have a lot of material for my stretch, and the front part also, I mean, it's very limited on what I could use for doing this. So I just took this section and this section, and let me get it in there. If it'll go. It's been aggravating, but so then now we have a truck put back together. So we got that. I had to do some notching on it, but it just turned out to be, just a little grain truck. I will probably use the stacks that come off the truck, which was these stacks. They got little elbows turned out at the top, kind of a design. It will get a tarp for the top. It does raise and lower, so I've still got to finish putting everything together, but it will raise and lower. And I had some old tanks laying around, so I'll probably put them tanks on. But it was just a lot of parts that I had laying around. This is all the components that's got to go on it, but that just shows you, how quick something could go together for a build. Still not sure what color I'm gonna paint the grain bed. Some of the ideas that went around yesterday that was discussed was doing a green bed and keeping this black stripe coming all the way through here with a black stripe. Also, another idea was doing it all green and outlining all these areas here where it's raised in black, doing the frame black, the road tarp cover black, or just an all black bed. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, but that just shows, you can take a couple things and make something happen. So, you never throw nothing away. You always keep all your parts and pieces, because you never know when you might need something. So anyways, we've almost got into 10 minutes, which we are. So I'm gonna get off here, probably get this assembled and start figuring out on paint colors and how I'm gonna do it. So that's gonna do it for tonight. Like I said, I hope everybody's had a good Memorial Day, and we will catch you on the next one.